It's airing one deep for Curse. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Cobb to return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. And the starting crew defensively for Detroit.
As Darius Slay continues to improve at the quarterback position, he may live up to his own nickname as the Slaymaker.
Lets it fly deep for Cobb. It's caught at the 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he slings one that's incomplete. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Geis alone in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. Here's Haskins to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Preston Brown leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And the pressure gets to him again. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They're
because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, 75 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Geis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits from those creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Haskins on 3rd down. Jordan Reed has it. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the...
And he lost the football, and the Lions have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from them.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins flushed out right. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
48, come on. Here we go, D. Here I come.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Hopkins' kick is good. First quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And here is the Redskin defense.
Landon Collins is built like your typical tackle-first safety, but he does have the ability to play the deep part of the field.
And incomplete. Pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return comes Cobb. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. And now he'll tuck it and run. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So quickly all the way up at the 40. Yard line.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Check, 81.
Now Lewis here on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Was trying to get it to Darius Geis out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Stafford and the Lions now have it first. Start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and the Redskins scoop it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Dancing to his left. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, 28 yards. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Hopkins with the extra point.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stafford, he's got his man. It's Kurz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And this is caught by Kurz. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
Push him back. Push him back.
Second and 5 now. Stafford, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Shrugs off it, and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. In for the score. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 27. They begin the drive with Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards. To show for it.
Yes, baby.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
To the air again, Stafford. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll take this up near the 35,
More difficulty.
maybe the 34.
So much of the game, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Now Haskins. And Amendola's got it, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will do it for this. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points. Because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
10 yards there. Good for a Redskin first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up. On 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 2nd down run with Lewis. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Third down. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
250. 159.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5 yards. Completion on first down. Now it's Stafford. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And able to get him down, but he does. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Stafford looks to throw again. And it's caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A gain of 6 there on first.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Play action. Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stay with Lewis here on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 29, Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's got Lewis. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Haskins will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Randall Cobb there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now it's Haskins. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Stafford underneath for Johnson. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he finds McLaurin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I know he ain't got it.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. This is Geis. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Haskins. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Haskins to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Stafford delivers this to Hockenson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on fourth. Stafford looking in zone for Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Throwing to Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and the Redskins scoop it. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the... fourth quarter, they're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The chance of wasting this great...
This is my live stream. Oh, crap.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Complete. This is Lewis. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to...
It's an Epic Gamer moment. Yeah.
Drive, that has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call him your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say...
Turn your mic audio up over the game audio.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been...
Alright. There. Is that better? LMAO. Let me turn down the game audio. Okay. Okay. Red Canyon. Wait, is that his name? Not. Shit. Oh, it's close enough. It's Carry On something. Kenyon Drake. They picked him up in free agency. Then we have Ty Johnson, straight out of Maryland, 5'11". Just gonna rush Kenyon Drake. Sean Davis, signed him a 7-year deal for $1 million a year. Because I tried to withdraw the offer, but you can't. So I got Sean Davis out of Maryland for the next 7 years as well. There we go. Quentin Dunbar, the number 2 cornerback, having a really good game. Broke up a couple passes. He's gonna get a pick there. Probably gonna try to hit McLaren right here. Not gonna be able to do that, but we got Gwennon Gaius or whatever. What's his name? I think it's like Goose or something. Goosey. I don't know. Dwayne Haskins. I was gonna draft. We had the 2nd pick in the draft. I ended up picking right end Chase Young to come, since I'm not trying to have a big payday for the guy next season, and so we're gonna end up winning this game. Alright, so Geis is gonna get a 5-yard run there. We're gonna end up winning 35-10, all Madden difficulty. This Lions team has one of the worst defenses in the NFL. I think it probably is the worst on paper. So made our team look really good. McLaren had a good game. Dwayne Haskins had a good game. What's his name? Had a good game. Chase Young, I think he got in on 2 sacks with good amount of tackles. Okay, so wow, a 117 rating for Dwayne Haskins. 20 completions, 26 attempts with 240 passing yards. I don't really throw deep with Haskins that much. I accidentally called a fake punt with that, so that's why Michael Burton has a throw. Rushing, Darius Juice, had a good game. 4.4 average on the ground, 58 yards with 13 attempts. Then we have Dion Lewis with 9 attempts, 42 yards. I signed him in free agency just to basically be a veteran since AP retired. And not much rushing coming from the Lions that game, a lot of throwing. And then Dwayne Haskins had 4 rushing attempts for 32 yards. Then receiving, they signed Jermaine Curse. Okay, we signed Randall Cobb on a pretty good contract. I think we're giving him $3 million a year, 79 overall. So I mean, good card. He only had one really good play that actually mattered. 48-yard pass to start. I think it was the first throw for Haskins. Then Dion Lewis came in, good receiving back, of course, veteran, 5'8", hard to tackle. Didn't really have he caught the ball, didn't really get too far, 2.7 a catch. Terry McLaren, really love this guy. I think he has a lot of potential. Had a great game. Let me go back to that. Well, a lot of running the ball in this game. Jordan Reed, of course. Danny Amendola had one nice catch, and Hale Hedgens, I don't know. I think I might have picked him up in the draft. Wow, okay, so I'm a little bit disappointed in this. I just signed this man to a 3-year, $34 million, no, to a, I think maybe 4-year, $34 million contract, 90 overall. Kind of disappointing to see he allowed 2 sacks, but he'll get back on track, hopefully, defensively. Quentin Dunbar had a great game, best game out of anyone. Five solo tackles, which is big, means no one's really breaking tackles. But seven total. Let's see who had the most there. Landon Collins, of course, having a great game. Was thinking about moving him to middle linebacker, and having Everett, whatever his name is. Of course, interceptions. Everett had one. There's his name DeShazer Everett, 26 yards. Didn't return Quinn's, but no tackles for Everett. Ryan Kerrigan had a good game. 2 tackles. I mean, it doesn't show on the stat sheet, but what matters more than sacks is putting pressure on the quarterback consistently, and that's what Kerrigan did for me, so I'm happy with him. Reuben Foster had a good game. I think he picked up a fumble. Surprisingly, let's find this bum. Kendall Fuller had a good game. Picked him up in free agency. Paid him a good bit of money. Let's see if we can find the guy who surprisingly had a good game. Where's he at? Josh Norman had a good game, surprisingly, even though he's a bum. Yeah, 1 forced fumble, that's about it, and he picked up a fumble, and he returned it all the way for a touchdown, I believe. Yep. Okay, so that, and, punt returning, Randall Cobb, good there. Game, great blocking. Punting, Tress Way, gotta love that. 2 punts, 57 apiece. Dustin Hopkins going 5 for 5. And he made both of his extra points too, so Hopkins had a very good game. We need to get better at getting in the end zone when we get in the red zone, because, you know, we can't be kicking 5 field goals a game, 5 field goals, when we could be scoring, so that pisses me off, but that's fine. Yeah, so that outside of that, it's all good. Chase Young had a good game out of what college you go to? Alright, so that's gonna conclude the live stream because I'm gonna go get something to eat, so Fletcher, have a good one. See ya. Peace. Knit.